Alright, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time, in my opinion, is a pretty crazy one. It is a really crazy one, without a doubt. Today's story time all takes place when I was 16 years old. Now, 16-year-old me, I had a lot going on, you know? I would do this YouTube thing, I would hang out with my friends, and at the same time, try to go through school and stuff. It wasn't the hardest thing to balance at all at 16 years old, but because I was 16, I would still kind of get into situations sometimes that would be shitty, I guess you could say. And this is one of them. So, today's story time all starts off as a normal day. I get up, I get out of bed, I take a shower, I get ready for my day, I make some breakfast, I'm sitting at my kitchen table eating my breakfast, and one of my friends texts me. Let's just call this friend Jordan. Jordan hits me up. He's like, "Yo, Austin, what are you doing today?" And I was like, "Not much, man. What about you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm going to the skate park for a little bit, but after that, you want to hang out or something? Maybe get some food?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, of course." So he comes and picks me up. I forgot to mention it was the weekend. I was not in school during this time or anything. Plus, at 16, I was pretty much transitioning into just dropping out, so wasn't really going to school much anyway. Stay in school, kids. Anyway, yeah, you get it. So later on that day, Jordan comes to my house and picks me up. I get in his car. We drive to the mall, grab some food, and while we're at the mall, these people walk in who Jordan doesn't like very much. They went to our school. I didn't know them very well, but they were like these three kids that Jordan always had beef with. I don't know where it started, but all I know is that Jordan did not like them and they did not like him. This is just a theory, but I think it involved a girl because for some reason beef in my school always involved a girl in the end. Like it was always because someone was dating someone's ex or someone cheated with somebody, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, Jordan did not like these three kids. He actually fought two of them at the same time in school one time earlier that year. He actually held up pretty well. Like, he did pretty good for a 1v2. But anyway, that's besides the point. You get it. He didn't like these kids. So when I saw them walk in the mall, my first, instinct was, okay, we need to leave. So I look at Jordan, and I'm like, hey, man, let's get out of here. He's like, nah, man, it's okay. I'll behave myself. We'll be good. I was like, are you sure? I don't want them starting trouble with you or me. He's like, nah, man, they won't. We're good now. I was like, you're good now? You made up? And he hesitates. And he's like, well, we didn't make up, but I don't think they'll start a problem in the mall. We're in public. I was like, dude, they started a problem with you in the school hallway with hundreds of people watching. What makes you think they won't do it in the mall? He's like, I don't know, man. I just don't think they will. I think it's behind us. Just chill out. I was like, all right, man, fine. So fast forward 5 minutes, those kids realize that me and Jordan are in the food court. They see us sitting there at our table, and they approach us. And they walk up to the table, and this one kid, the leader of their group, looks at me and then looks at Jordan, and this kid goes, well, what do we have here? Jordan and Austin, how you guys doing today? And I could just tell he was being sarcastic. I could tell he didn't care about how we were doing. I was like, yeah, pretty good, man. How about you? And he goes, oh, I'm doing great now that I know that you guys are here. And I could just tell by the tone of his voice he was about to start some fucking problem. And he walks up to our table real close, and he crouches down right next to me and Jordan, and he goes, I think you guys should leave. And I look at him, and I'm like, dude, we don't want any problems. We're just here to get some food. Can we just not do this here right now? And the guy goes, I don't want to do this here right now. That's why I'm telling you guys to fucking leave. Get out. And then, of course, Jordan, being the fucking confrontational person that he is, he stands up and he's like, I'm not going anywhere, dude. If you want us out of here, make us fucking leave. And I'm trying to split them up because I don't want them to start fighting in the middle of the mall, because if that happens, we're going to get banned from the mall. So yeah, I get in between them and I'm like, guys, calm down, relax, don't do this, not right here, not right now. And the security guards at the mall see this and they run over to us and they break everybody up. And then after they break us up, they call the police because there was 2 police officers stationed at the mall, and the 2 cops come over. So now there's 4 security guards and 2 cops. And then one of the police officers goes over to the group of 3, the kids that started the problem with us. And then another police officer comes over to me and Jordan. And he was actually mad cool about it. He was like, what's up, guys? What's going on? And I was like, oh, these kids came up to us. They go to our school. They don't like us very much. Started threatening us, telling us to leave. And we didn't want to leave. So Jordan stood up to them. And the police officer was like, look, man, I get it. People in school like that are assholes. I totally understand. Just so you guys know, you're able to stay in the mall. We're not kicking you out. We're going to kick them out because they started the problem with you guys first. And we understand. And I was like, oh, thank you. He's like, yeah, no problem. So after he tells us this, he turns around and walks over to those group of kids and proceeds to tell them that they're kicked out of the mall for the day. And the main dude, the leader of their group, starts freaking out. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? They started it. Why are you kicking us out? They're the problem. And that was just complete and utter bullshit. They literally started it. They walked up to our table and threatened us to leave. So I said that. I was like, that's bullshit. They threatened us. And he got all pissed off. He started yelling over the cop's shoulder. The cop had to hold him back because he was trying to run over to me and fight me. And the cop starts dragging him out by his arm. And his two friends follow, his two minions. They follow behind. And the dude did not like being dragged by his arm. He got so angry that he jumped up on his feet and swung with his other arm at the police officer. And then the other cop got involved and tried to start, trying to restrain him. And then he started trying to swing on him. And this dude was basically trying to fight the police. Like, this kid from my school was trying to fight two cops at once. Not to mention all those same security guards I mentioned earlier ran back over and started getting involved. So it was basically like a fucking 1v5 or 6. It was ridiculous. Like, there was two cops and a bunch of security guards versus this one kid. And needless to say, he lost that battle. They had him restrained within like probably 10 seconds. Like, he tried to fight them briefly, but he lost. I'm surprised they didn't tase his ass, to be honest. But yeah, they got him in handcuffs and they proceeded to arrest him because he tried to fight the cops. And basically what was once just a simple, hey, leave the mall for the day punishment turned into a you're getting arrested and going to jail punishment. Also, have to note, none of his friends backed him up whatsoever. They just kind of stood there and watched him try to fight these cops and these security guards and pretty much just watched him lose. And I mean, I don't blame them, to be honest, because they were outnumbered regardless. But anyway, after that, they arrested him. They took him away in a cop car. But it doesn't end there. So that same police officer, the one that was mad cool to us, walks back into the mall, walks back up to us, and he goes, hey guys, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you guys to leave. And I was like, wait, what? He's like, no, don't worry, you guys aren't in trouble, you're not banned from the mall or anything. We're going to be closing early because of what just unfolded. Yeah, they fucking closed the entire mall early because of these fucking kids coming up to us and starting a problem. Like, they were worried that more shit was going to happen, so they just closed the mall entirely for the day so that basically nobody else could go in there and start problems. So yeah, thanks to those three dudes, we couldn't sit at the mall any longer because the entire thing got closed down for the day, and that was that. Now, I don't know if he got any charges or anything. I don't think he got any serious charges because he was 16 and not an adult. Plus, my friend Jordan said that he saw him in school that following week. So if he did go to juvie or jail or whatever, it was definitely not for a long time. Maybe he just got a ride home in the cop car. I don't know. But all I know is I saw him get cuffed and walked out of that mall after trying to fight two police officers. So yeah, not really good idea on his part. Moral of this story is, don't fucking start problems with people for no reason. Like, literally, we were just trying to eat there and have a nice, normal day, and this kid wanted to start issues with his friends and ended up getting him in a shit ton of trouble. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of today's story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys all later. Peace. In the night, you be wanting to fight. When I pull up, you see it's like, oh shit. Cut all these ties cause they plan my demise. They all snakes and I think it's been showing. I got some issues, they haunting me daily. I'm losing my